Kia ora everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy, aka Amy Ward Art, and I'm here to flip a brand new colouring book in my collection. This is the Wicked, the film official colouring book. So this has been released with the brand new Wicked film, and I saw this pop up on a website for a local bookshop and had to go and get it. Wicked is one of my favourite stage musicals. I have also, in my previous life of doing lighting for stage shows, actually lit Wicked before, which was a lot of fun and one of my favourite shows to light. And yeah, it's got a lot of special memories for me. I am really excited to see the film. I really hate going to the movie theatre, so I probably will wait for it to come onto a streaming platform, or I'll just suck it up and go to the theatre. But yeah, very excited to have this book in my collection and flip through it, and I thought I would flip it all for you all so you can see the gorgeousness that is this book. So this has been illustrated by Carolina Zambrano, who I've never heard of before, but I really like her style. It is produced by Day Street, and it is official Universal published. Here's the ISBN if anybody needs it. Hopefully that's legible. And I did not pay this price. I got it on sale. Wickles is, there's two stores locally that I can get colouring books from, and Wickles is the only actual bookstore that stocks colouring books. Despite the amount of times that I have gone into Wickles last night because I was hunting for this book because it was meant to be in stock, last night I discovered there's a second section that they put colouring books in, and there were so many books in there, and I could have gone nuts. I was good, I only brought 3, but I could have gone nuts. So yeah, this one plus 2 others did end up into my collection, but I'm very happy with them, and flips will be coming soon for the others. But for now, let's flip this Wicked colouring book. So we've got a little title page here. Oh, the size of it as well, because I know we'll get questions about that. It is slightly smaller than your standard square book. This is the closest one I have near me. So this is Darius on the Time Garden. This is the same size as your Kirby's, your Joanna's, your regular square size colouring book. And just to give you a size comparison, you can see it is just ever so slightly smaller than your regular square book. It's not far off, but it is just slightly smaller. But yes, let's get into it. Now, I couldn't find information on the GSM of the paper. The paper is a little on the thinner side. You can actually see some of the printing through it, especially as if I flip through the solid black, you can see through. So the paper is a little thinner than I would like. Another thing that I realized going through this, which because I have flipped this already, is that some of the printing is a little on the grainier side. So I don't know if it will pick it up, but you can see there's a little bit of pixelation in the printing. It feels like this was designed to be slightly smaller. Yeah. I think either it's designed to be slightly smaller, or they've cheaped out a little bit on the quality to get onto the marketing train that is going for the Wicked movie, and they've rushed out this product. Now, for me, as much as I prefer bigger paper and I wish the lines were clearer, it's not enough to put me off the book, but I'm just pointing it out because I want you to be aware that these are things I have noticed. So if you do get it, be aware that the printing is slightly grainy and the paper is slightly on the thinner side. It's still not Amazon thin, but it is thinner than your Kirby's, your Joanna's. So yeah, we've got the copyright information there about it. It is a 2024 book. And then we have this Welcome to Oz page. featuring the flying monkeys and the tiaras and the butterflies. There's a lot of flowers, butterflies, and bees repeated in this as well, which is quite nice. And then, of course, we have Galinda, which obviously is based on Ariana Grande. So, because this is the official film book, it is based on the actors in the film. So, just something to be aware of. And then we have Alphaba as a baby being looked after by her animal nanny, because of course the animals can talk. Then we have Shiz University. I know that I'm going to be coming in here with Inktense. This feels like an Inktense type of page. I love using Inktense for stone. And I think as long as you don't use too much water, this paper would handle it. It would possibly buckle a little bit, but I'm not worried about buckling. It is double-sided, so you unfortunately can't use alcohol markers. I probably wouldn't use water-based markers, maybe just to do one thin base layer, but I wouldn't try colouring the whole page with just the markers. Then we have Galinda and Alphaba and all their luggage, and just look how much luggage Galinda has. And then we have the welcome pack. So some of these images are just, like, I quite like this. Like, it's not necessarily, like, you got the little hint with Shiz University, but it's also, like, this can just be a stack of books, I just realised I haven't turned my overhead light on, so we're going to get shadows. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I've been playing with setup today, so everything's in the wrong position. I forgot to move my lights back and turn them on. Then we have Galinda arriving to Shiz University on the boat. Nessa Rose. And I'm guessing that's one of the professors, maybe her father. Not 100% sure, so, but yeah, that's definitely Nessa Rose. And of course, the ruby slippers, which I would be so tempted to cover with stickles. And then we have Bok. Nessa Rose fly. I love the wheelchair design. Then we've got the butterflies and the bees. So I did notice that butterflies and bees features through quite a few times, but I love this scene. Like, I need to find the movie still that this is based on, because I want to see how this background looks. I just think this is going to be really pretty once it's all coloured. Even though it's flowers, and I'm not the biggest fan of colouring flowers, I'm really looking forward to colouring this one. I just think it's really, really pretty. Then we have Dr. Dillamond, the Goat Professor. Oof. Need to crack the spine a little bit more. But we have Galinda and Alphaba's rooms, and it's very much giving the Wednesday Addams split room vibes, with Alphaba in her little area with lots of books and lots of plants and stuff, and then Galinda with all her clothes. And then I believe this is meant to be Madame Morrible. Then we have the animal professors. And then Prince Fiedo. Alphaba's hat. And I love this scene. This is just so pretty. With the black already printed in for you as well. Like, this is going to be so fun to play with light reflex on. So excited to colour that one. Ooh. Come on. Split the spine. That new book crack. You know this one calls for glitter. I feel like every image of Galinda I'm going to want to just cover in glitter. Pink and glitter. And then them dancing to go to the ball. So some of them feel very much like This is the only thing I find is that these foreground images feel very detached from the backgrounds. Like it feels like they're two separate images combined sometimes. But also that can just be the lack of colors. Like once you color it in, it'll feel a lot more in place. But sometimes I do feel like the foreground is very detached from the background. I believe this is the popular song where Glinda gives Elphaba the makeover. Popular la. It's so fun. So when I was doing the stage show, most of the time I was actually lighting up Elphaba. Popular was one of my few break songs. Because even though Elphaba's in it, I didn't actually light her. Stage light number 2 and 3 took over. Because there was 3 of us and there was usually 2 on, but there was occasions where we needed all 3, and it meant that we got breaks in between. So Popular was always one of my break songs. But yeah, most of the time I was on Elphaba for the majority of the show, which meant I had a lot of green. I had a lot of fun memories lighting that show. And this was one of the scenes that was incredible to light. So in this is a baby lion cub that Elphaba and Prince Fiero rescue. So in the stage, you have a puppet lion in a cage, and it rolls out on some sort of apparatus, and there's always a very tiny stagehand that's shoved in there, and they have their hand up inside the puppet, and they're controlling it, because it's a puppet, so they make it move around, and it goes in time to a audio recording that plays with like lion sounds, so it looks like the lion is animated. And then Elphaba does some magic which makes the lion disappears, where the person inside here has a little thing to and pull the lion out, so it just disappears. It's magic. But yeah, I had some very sharp like cues to hit during that one to represent Elphaba's magic effects, so it was quite a fun scene to light, but I had to be very, very onto it in terms of lighting. And here they are releasing the lion cub. That's a lot of forest and trees, but it's also a very pretty scene. The love triangle begins. And then the invitation to the Emerald City. Once again, the comparison of all the luggage. They really emphasize the amount of luggage a lot. And then this is when they go to sing One Fine Day in the Emerald City. I half tempted to sing that, but I'm also not a singer. I saw behind the scenes about the music and making the One Fine Day set piece. It's a lot. It looks very cool though. Wizomania. So this is when they meet the Wiz. This, I don't know if I'm gonna ever colour this page. This just seems like a lot. And then we have Chistery. I think it's pronounced Chistery. Is it Chistery? Something along those lines is the monkey. And then Alphabet doing magic. There one. So this is what I was meaning about the butterflies and the bees. So Glinda has a lot of butterflies and bees Alphabet, which I quite like that symbology as well. And then we have, I guess it's the Wizard's office, maybe? And then, oh, the flying monkeys. And then this is the start of Alphaba's big medley. Now, one thing that is missing from this book that I'm kind of gutted by is the defying gravity moment. Like, this is probably meant to represent it, but often for defying gravity, it's represented by Elphaba rising into the air and flying, and arms out and like skirt flying out in a very triangular pose. When we did the stage musical, for example, the actress playing Elphaba would actually be walk to a forklift, and then some stagehands would very secretly clip her in place, and her dress would be expanded, and then this forklift would rise. And that's how she rose, and the bottom of it was covered in black. And because the stage was dark, it looked like she was just beginning to magically fly, and it covered all the bottom. And it was just as she began to sing those big notes in Defying Gravity. It was always a really powerful moment. But for me, being on lights, so I was on spotlight, follow lights. And the lights we had a mixture of spotlights and then pre-programmed lights for the stage itself. So the stage itself had pre-programmed lights that were timed to follow the rise of the forklift, because it was all automated once the all clear was given for the actress to be securely plugged in. But the forklift was known to jam. So while these lights were auto-timed, the lighting director on the light board and myself on the spotlight were standing by, and if that light jammed, he had to kill the lights at the same time I had to bring up my spotlight to match the stage lights to then manually follow her however the forklift decided to operate that day. So I didn't, I wasn't officially lighting it, but I was always on standby to light it just in case. There's lots of things like that. Like one year when I lit Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, we had a scene where it was inside the bus, and the entire bus was lit by stage electronics, and one night someone ran over the plug and we lost all stage electronics, and so we had to jump onto spotlights and manually light that on the fly. So lots of fun stuff in the stage. You'll just see a performance and we're on the comms just panicking. Anyway, back to the colouring book, not my memories of being in stage, but yeah, this is a big reason why I wanted the book, because I really love the Wicked stage musical. So I have no doubt I'm going to love the film just because of my bias for the stage musical. Then flying over Oz as Glinda. And then we end with a picture of Elphaba, which matches the starting image of Glinda, which I really like. So yeah, starting image of Glinda with the butterflies and the flowers, and then we end with Elphaba and the flowers and the bees, destined to fly. So, and then a little bit about the illustrator here. And in the back of the book, as I showed before. So yeah, that is the Wicked official colouring book. And you may need to search the Wicked film official colouring book. And I hope you enjoyed this flick through. Let me know down below if you're going to go out and get this book, or if you're going to see the Wicked film, or maybe you've already seen it. Let me know. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Much araha to you all. I hope you enjoyed my rambles about my stage time as well. Let me know if you've actually seen the stage musical. It's a wonderful experience. I fully recommend it if you haven't. It's good. It's a good show. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!